I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Grant. It's great to be talking to you again.
Please call me Mark. Please call me Mark. Otherwise, please call me Richard. Otherwise, I can't call you Mark.
Okay, Richard, and congratulations on Loki. It's so amazing to see you in the show, and the show is amazing itself. You've done a lot of cool things in your career. How cool was it to get the call from Marvel to join the show?
I didn't really anticipate that it would have this kind of, I thought I'd seen Tom Hiddleston, all the movies of where he played Loki, and been a Marvel fan for decades. But I thought, a TV spin-off of it would be. I had no idea that it would have this kind of impact or response. So that has really taken me by surprise. And Tom did say to me on the first day I worked with him last October in Atlanta, he said, when people see you as classic Loki, you're going to get a big reaction. And I said, really? And he said, no, there will be. He said, I know from having played this role for so long. And I said, yeah, but you're the god of mischief. You are Loki. I'm just coming in for one episode, sort of parachuting in and out. And he said, no, believe me. And I I thought he was just, being flattering and encouraging on the first day to make me feel more secure. But he has proved to be, he's obviously got his eye on the crystal ball and has seen into the future, because the response has been amazing. I'm astonished.
What sets classic Loki apart from the Loki that we've seen over the last decade in the MCU?
I think that's the line that he has where he says, rather than emphasizing he's the god of mischief, which is so emblematic and iconic to Tom Hiddleston's interpretation, is when he says that he is the god of outcasts, that he is somebody that has been very alone, isolated, living on this remote planet. And I mean, weirdly, it sort of coincided with when lockdown happened in March, and we're supposed to film this in the spring last year, and then it got pushed back and delayed, and I thought, well, maybe it'll never happen. That isolation that all of us experienced during the pandemic and ongoingly, unwittingly, I suppose, prepared me in some way for playing Loki, God of Outcasts, because when I got to Atlanta, I had to isolate in a hotel for 2 weeks, and I'd never been to the city before. I didn't know anybody, and even if I did, I couldn't have seen them. So that somebody is willing to give himself up to the TVA in order to see his brother again, and makes the ultimate sacrifice to Asgard. All of those things seemed part and parcel of somebody who, although immortal, longs for contact and, as an outcast, whether it's you're disenfranchised by your ethnicity or your sexual preference or your gender fluidity, or just if you don't fit in. I thought that is the key to who this guy is, that the loneliness of that is what makes that Loki so interesting to play and makes him different from the Loki that Tom Hiddleston has given us, if that makes sense.
Everyone's excited for the finale this week. Obviously, You can't tell me what happens, but sum up in a sentence or line, what can fans expect from the season finale of Loki?
I have no idea, because I never got to read I never saw it. I was only given the script of the episode that I was in.
So it's that secretive. Then tell me, Richard, how did you get the job? How did they pitch this to you? How much did they tell you about what you were going to be doing on the series?
They said, we've offered you the role of old Loki. It's, you'll be in one episode, and read it and see if this appeals to you. And, Tom would like you to do it. Kate Herron has chosen you as the director. So I thought, well, yeah, it's plus, plus, plus. So, I'd never been to Atlanta, so I was thrilled on all three counts to go and do it.
You had some fun with the outfit on social media. What did you think of the outfit when you first saw it? And what did you think of yourself in the outfit when you first put it on?
Well, having been born, as you can see, Mark, without any muscles, I thought that I would be in a muscle suit. And the costume drawing and certainly the Jack Kirby illustrations of the comics in the 60s, this guy had major muscles. So I thought, well, that's how he's going to fight Asgard. And finally, I'm going to step into a muscle suit with a cape and the horns and the helmet and everything. Be a fantastic thing to do. And they said, no, you're not wearing a muscle suit. You're just going to be, and I said, but I look like Kermit the Frog. I have no muscles. How can I fight Asgard without this? They said, no, you have magical powers. So I thought, right, okay, well, if that's what they believe, but you can tell I'm still sore about not having this muscle suit. That's what I would like.
We spoke a couple of years ago for Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Yeah,
and then, you look back at that career and it's so wild. Your first role, 1987 with Nail and I. So, Richard, sum it up for us. That career has been pretty astounding and so varied. What's it been like for you?
Well, thank you, Mark. It has been what has astounded me and would certainly have astounded my late father, who died when he was 53 and I was 24, when he said to me, do you really think you can make a living wearing makeup and tights for the rest of your life? And I said, well, you don't have to wear that much makeup and you certainly have to wear tights for a lot of things. And I thought, well, yeah, his words have come home to roost, because the thing that I'm very talking to you about right now is wearing makeup and tights, and green tights at that. So, but I've made a good living out of it, and it's certainly been very varied and interesting. And I've met, absolutely amazing people. So I feel genuinely astonished that any of this has happened to me.
So then along with that, what did the variant Richard Grant end up doing with his life, you think?
The variant decided to become alligator Loki so that he could continue outliving the dinosaurs and human beings by the DNA of how alligators have survived beyond almost every other species.
What's it like being part of these franchises, the MCU? You were also in the last Star Wars movie, with these huge, rabid fan bases. What's that like for you? I hadn't really taken it on board until I saw the numbers increase on my Twitter and Instagram accounts as a result from last Wednesday, and seeing the response to, I think, more than 500,000 people watched this little video that I posted, my daughter's encouragement, of goofing around with Owen Wilson.
How do you think the scene went today, Owen?
Fine work.
Oh, God, thank you so much. I'm
No,
so grateful.
fine work, Richard. I think that.
And so that has astonished me. I had no idea that anybody would be, aware in that way. So that has really surprised me.
Okay, before I let you go, Richard, last question. What's your favorite Marvel movie?
What's yours?
Mine, Winter Soldier, Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good one. I don't know. I'm a big geeky fan of all sorts. I'm not going to just say one, because I have more than one. I'd betray my geekdom to another one if I told you that I preferred one over the other.
Okay, great. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Have a great summer, Richard.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, take care.
Till next time.
Bye-bye.